station. What's going on? I'm sitting here with Mr. Entertainment. What's up?
What up, family? America's favorite baby daddy in the building. What's good? Facebook Live, WBND Nation. For those of you that are just now joining, TuneIn Radio app, WBNDradio.com. What up? El Michelle in the building. And she got her hairdo. Y'all, look at that. You better do it.
I'm just saying. God has been good.
He better be good to you.
Man, if y'all only knew the things that's what's happening. I'm just saying, y'all don't get
What's
it.
What's going on at the DMV?
Oh, man. What ain't even happening in the DMV? We had a student on April 4th that was attacked in the high school, North Point High School.
Okay.
And the mom actually had not been getting any help. I mean, to where the three teachers allowed the fight to happen. One principal and another vice principal got real nasty. I mean, it's been chaos, but thank God that help came along. The mom is actually getting help. I'm just saying, y'all, these schools are out of control when it comes down to how is it that you defend yourself and you get suspended? How is it that you don't follow the bylaws of your school and then you try to renege and then do? I mean, it's just the kids, the school system. Where is the help? Where is the help for, just the help period? Then Facebook wanted to censor the mom, and all she was doing was trying to get help. Talking about she was promoting violence. But she's showing a video to help her to try to get help for her child. Right. I'm just trying to understand. Just it's beyond bullying now that getting calls. The daughter was getting calls on the phone, and I mean, she wound up eventually went on and talked on the news, and I was able to from here just to make sure that she got to the right people. Oh, and also too, y'all want to call in at 803-692-6370. Want to know what's going on in your world, what's going on in your state, what's going on, just period. You got want to talk about something? Let's rapitate. I said it. Let's rapitate.
She said rapitate. Is that a word? It
is now.
That's what's up. Listen. Come on, rapitate.
Rapitate. We rap and we gonna talk and tate about it. I'm just saying. But it just comes right back down to actually, young lady was a foster child, and so whatever system that she's been into, she likes to fight. She likes to do, and then it was other things that led to it that the school system is not. It just comes back to when I had that topic before. How safe are your kids in school? Right. And one of the things that we can do is we can definitely participate and get involved in these meetings and these councils and show up and kind of let our voices be heard when it comes to expectations, when it comes to safety, because not one person have the answers, right? No. But if we come together collectively and say, hey, this is what I feel, and this is what I have conversations with my child about, so that way when something goes down in the school system, the system can identify you as a parent and the relationship between you and your child. But if I never saw you, then I can't make an honest opinion about your child because I've never met the parent. Exactly. Right? But if you see that child is in a quality home and conversations are being had, then if something goes down, now it's like, you know what? I know their parents. This ain't what it looks like or what have you. Oh, yeah. The mom actually got a phone call, and some guy was like, well, if you knew how to handle your kids and blah, 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 wait a minute, what does that got to do with anything? And you clearly saw the video. So by the mom getting blocked, I was like, Mama, Miss Nikki, I said, go ahead, send me the video, send me the information, and I'll post it up. Hey, Brittany, how's it going, sweetheart? Thank you so much for your support. Hi, Brittany. How you doing? Folks, if you're just now joining us, El Michelle is in the building, and she is live. The phone lines are open, 803-692-6370. Let us know your thoughts about the school system. Is it safe or unsafe, or do you feel like something needs to change, or just leave it the way it is right now? My whole thing is, as far as when it comes to safety and gun control and teachers carrying guns, I would like to see something random. I'll give you an example. You know how
when you board an airplane, there's an air marshal on board.
Right.
Nobody knows who he is.
Nope.
And that's how it should be in the school system, where we have unmarked individuals that are taking safety measures, but nobody knows who that. It could be a young person for all we know, but that person's been trained and qualified, and it's multiples throughout the school.
Oh, yeah.
And watch this. And this is like a long one, but you know how you watch movies and they have undercover cops posing as kids? So I would like to see that as well, at least one in each classroom, kind of going through those steps. So
well, my thing
opinion.
with that is that
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Curtis?
I have no problem with that either. My thing is this: when you make the kids sign a
waiver
contract in the beginning of the school year, it's like a packet. I think some schools do that. Make the parents sign it. Okay, I understand that you cannot probably make every PTA meeting because of the way you work. You know, you got your work hours. But how about you have to have a Saturday? You don't work Saturdays. I mean, even the ones that work Saturdays, you can come to work. You could do something in the morning. You have to have. The kids have to have a certain amount of hours to graduate. How about the parents have to have a certain amount of hours? Make them be accountable for it. Because when I was coming up, even though my mom was a teacher, still had participation. Now, I get it that there's a lot of demand now. Moms, dads working 2 jobs. They have more than 1 or 2 kids and everybody's in different spots, different locations. Right. I get that. But you can... I don't have kids, so maybe if I'm wrong, call me on it. 803-692-6370. Call me. Let's debate this. You have a certain amount of hours that you have to allocate because you have your child in the school system. An hour or so, you were there. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Saturdays.
And then if you rotate, like parent teachers conference, those type things. Miss Brittany said that a change is needed. Sam Cooke said it best, that a change is gonna come, but it's gonna come when we decide that enough is enough and that we can make a difference. True. And watch this. We don't have to sit back and allow everything to take place and then we be reactive. Folks, we need to be proactive. We need to see what's going on. Let's get together, let's make some changes, and let's bring those changes to the forefront, and let's talk about it and make a difference. Because when you look at college campuses, right, so you've moved from the high school, so now you have the adolescents to the teens, and then now you're getting into the college realm where now you're dealing with young adults at a higher curriculum level, right? So now, you know, the safety measures when it comes to colleges and some of the mistakes that young people make when it comes to partying or whatever it may be, things happen, right? Yes. And the parent sends their children out trusting that they're gonna be safe. Yeah. But then again, I'm just throwing these scenarios out. You have, you know, fraternities, you have different type groups, and making sure that these groups are making good decisions, and then that's how it impacts the school.
Pretty much.
So we can make a difference, folks. We just got to be out there. Absolutely. Be proactive, not reactive. Thank you so much, Mr. Kevin.
All right. I just try to stall to talk about this. Lord. Bill.
Did y'all get the verdict on Bill Cosby, man?
Bill found guilty of sexual assault in a retrial.
Agree or disagree? First of all, before I say anything, you agree or disagree? Is it justice served?
Let's see. 80 years old, can't see.
No, forget the age. Let's talk about justice.
Wait a minute, I'm getting there.
All right.
A lot of Jello Pops pudding. I disagree.
Okay.
I think that once we already know that Janice lied. Janice came forth and said she lied. She got her 15 minutes, 15 seconds of fame. What did that get her? I ain't seen her in no movie star roles or anything like that. 30, 40 years, 13, 14 years, it's a certain time limit. Why now? You know what I'm saying? Why now? You know, like I said, could it be for the money? The man is in his 80s. What more? Because you're not, see, what everybody's understanding, I'm not, please know that what I say has nothing to do with the station, but You wait how many years to say this man did something where you could have been doing this years ago? And you wait until now to come forth? And you're not just coming forth on by yourself. You're coming forth on other people because you think that you're going to get money out of it, like some of the other ones thought they were going to get some big change out of it, and come find out that they were lying.
Right. Now, I'm not sure the whole
I'm not saying
thing,
that
right?
Things didn't happen because back then things were happening because
that wasn't talked about.
That wasn't talked about, and now we're so open to talk about like back then it wasn't called bullying.
Okay.
But we knew it was bullying.
Right.
But we didn't call it bullying. Now it's bullying. You know. So when it happened stuff back then, look what happened. But my thing is, they talked about the Rat Pack. Did I say it right? The Rat Pack?
I guess Rat Pack.
No, it was the Rat Pack. You know, with Dean Martin, all of them, all that era. Look at all that stuff that they were doing. You know what I'm saying? They all fell in that era.
My thing is, though, when it comes to accountability, why the reaction now? That's my whole thing. And then I'm really going to a point of someone's trying to make an example at some point. And I'm not pointing a finger, but when you look at the statistics of things that go on over a certain time frame, you look at Bill Cosby and the things he's done, and he's 80 years old. And when people make an accusation, of course, we have to follow the law. We want justice to be served because a victim is a victim, right? And we want to give that victim due diligence of the law. Right. My thing is, at a certain time frame, how much time has to go by? How much money has to be spent? Because these folks did get paid, but then they came outside of their agreement and said, you know what, I want to come forth. So then when you look at another individual that's in office and you have another young lady that come forth with the same accusations, the standards are different. When you look at Harvey Weinstein, the big mogul movie producer,
45.
multiple accusations. You look at the man that's in office. Absolutely.
Yeah, I said it. I slipped up and said 4 and a 5, but anyway.
But look at his legacy, though.
Exactly.
See, and I like what Kevin said. They did the same thing to smear Herman Cain. So when you look at a person's legacy that done great things, again, I'm not discrediting the victims, but when you look at his legacy, one thing that he did for the people that was on his show, he set them up for life to make sure that they get a percentage of all the shows that aired over that time.
And when you stop those shows, you stop their cash flow.
There you go.
So they're not getting the royalties that they were getting.
So they're trying to cut
and I'm sorry for folks that went to Temple. Y'all really lost out because a lot of kids relied on that scholarship and relied on that money from Bill. So when y'all did what y'all did, I believe, and if anybody went to Temple, let's debate that too. I think they did a injustice when y'all decided that y'all weren't going to do this and take this away, and when this man, but yet you got his millions and a lot of kids benefited from it. Really, what did him have to do contribute to his money? Guess what, if a dollar could talk, guess what a dollar would say? I was mugged. I came from somebody that got mugged. I was drug money. I was robbed. I was held up by gunpoint. If a dollar could talk, that's the case, then we wouldn't be using any money. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be using any money. But y'all gonna sit there and look how many people have lost out since they have reneged from taking any money from Bill. You don't hear anything about Temple no more.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So where does it stop? We're not saying that people don't have a right to make claims. But I think if you don't make a claim by a certain time, I don't think, not saying that you don't have, but I don't think that you should have those rights.
Yeah, I think
to
it
come
should be
back
a window.
after 30, 40 years. You just want it. Let's be real. Janice lied, and we knew that she lied. I'm sorry. Let's be real. She even said it. You was on drugs. You said you took drugs. You drunk a lot. You did all that stuff. Half of them did that. They all did that back during that era. Did she get any new movie roles? I ain't seen her on nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't even seen her one time. Well, just because she came out, she got a little bit more 15 minutes of fame because now you said you admitted that you lied. So what did you get out of that?
Listen.
You know, what did you get out of it?
Folks, if you're just now joining us, El Michelle is live in the building taking phone calls 803-692-6370.
Let me know your opinion. Call in.
So let's talk about another standard. Smallville actress accused of sex trafficking out of she's out on $5 million bail. Actress Allison Mack was released from jail, $5 million bond on Tuesday. She's awaiting trial. She's accused of serving women as sex slaves in what prosecutors called a secret society run by her guru, Keith Raneray. Now, listen what I'm saying, and we just had a show last week on this same topic, but now here's my thing. She's a female, so now my point is, El Michelle, do you think females get lighter when it comes to situations like this?
Yeah, because then we have that. What was that lady name? I will have to Google it. That madam.
Ashley Madison or whatever her name is.
No, it was the older lady. Back about years ago.
Oh, was she pimping them girls?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't get no time.
Oh, wow.
But then yet you let, I'm sorry, Hefner.
I'm throwing it out
saying,
here, right?
You had was it Hustler magazine? Not Hustler magazine.
So, folks, do you feel like it's a fair system? That's all I'm asking, because
you let the women get off, but then you crucify the men. And the women are the main ones that are doing it even worse. And I guarantee you there are some women that are probably head of all this type of stuff. Men, I mean, yes, like the lady that was that's here in Charlotte was talking about that they were looking at her 3 little girls. There had to be some women involved. They can't just be all men. You understand what I'm saying? Where I'm going with that?
Absolutely.
There has to be, and not saying that is all, but there had to be some in there, somewhere around, because they're light on it. They crucify the men, but the women kind of, I think, just kind of get a slap, and I don't think it's fair. If it's gonna be even across the board, it's even across the board. And y'all, this stuff is really serious. Anything, if you have an international airport in your city, check the stats for sex trafficking.
That's big. Yeah.
Anything that has international on the airport, the sex trade is off the chain. The number is higher than probably the rate of flights and people that come through there. It's crazy.
So we need to get our awareness up. And Kevin said they prey on innocent children. So we need to be having these conversations with our children. We also need to be having conversations with other people, parents, and we need to have meetups in our neighborhoods, right? So how well do you really know your neighbor? You see what I'm saying? So when we have these conversations, now it closes the window of being caught off guard.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know that there was a pedophile in my neighborhood. All you gotta do is just scan it. Just scan, you'll find out who's in your neighborhood. People don't take the time. Oh, I just don't want to bother nobody. Let them. No. You got to know who's in your neighborhood. You gotta know who's moving in there. I mean, it's just that simple. You gotta know, because when something happens, they're gonna be the first one to say, "Oh, so you didn't know? You didn't know?" And then you be looking all stupid and dumb. And I'm sorry, stupid and dumb, and wonder why I didn't know that this was going on. I mean, y'all, this stuff is real. I mean, especially in the schools. This mom, Chantel, was saying that they were 2 boys that got hired to lure her daughter out to school. What more can you give for that? They paid these young kids to find the prettiest girl, to find. It really doesn't matter. It's ridiculous, the alarming rate, and then to find out that. Well, let me just stop it like this. If you're not registered to vote, election time is coming. Your voice does matter. Vote so that you can start making a difference. Because all they got to do is ask one question. One question. Did you vote?
Listen.
As soon as you say no, next. They're not going to talk to you. They're not going to talk to you.
All right. Just got a report, just came in that number 45 that's in office right now has admitted that he has paid allegedly a knowledge of a payment of $130,000 to Stormy Daniels. And one thing that was clarified is that was his own money, so he did nothing wrong. So that's just in. Just wanted to share that with you. So my point is,
when Bill Clinton had non-sexual relationships with this woman, her dress got more than $100 and some $1,000, and y'all try to take that man out of office. And you mean to tell me this man that sat here and lied, and he is still in office? I don't care if it's his own money. I don't care if he sold, his grandkids sold the caps on the side of the street in New York City. He's still.
But see, the only difference though is what it's looking like is that he kept his name clean, because his lawyer and Stormy Daniels both signed the agreement. Stormy said that she's willing to give the money back so that she can go full public and give you the whole truth. So let me ask you this. Do you really want to hear the whole truth, or have you already made your minds up, folks?
I made my mind up. Let me explain something to y'all. He sat there underneath of a dummy corporation, underneath of his that he owns. That's what the wealthy does. And he paid money out of a bogus foundation. Let's just be real. That's how they play the game. I'm going to denounce the Trump Foundation. But then you got all these tiers and peers all the way down to however many levels, and you can do what you want to do and it won't get traced back. Let's be real. He got to go, y'all. I'm sorry.
Wow. All right, folks.
I need to know y'all's opinion. Y'all not going to sit here and not act as though y'all ain't got nothing to say about this. I'm just saying, it's too much going on today. It's just too much. Too much. I just need to say prayers again to my 85 South Renegade family. They buried one of their members this week. I know y'all guys love y'all much. Low key, y'all love y'all. Prayers with everybody out there. Family, friends is out there in Maryland. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's pray that is not what I think it is.
Yeah.
There's some other stuff that's going on in the DMV.
So we had a couple of comments. So Brittany said, because Stormy Daniels want more money and knows that she can get it. Because if you think about it, during that time, $130,000. When you look at it right now,
that's
is like
commas, ain't there? Some zeros.
Great point. Kevin said Trump was not in office during the time while Bill Clinton and Lewinsky. He was the president when that incident went down with Lewinsky. So before office, after office, does that make a difference, or does it taint the legacy? You see what I'm saying? Like,
but see, you gotta realize when you go into office, your background, your history follows you.
It does.
Okay,
but I mean,
but don't sit here. Everybody knows you either going to tell the truth or you're going to lie. If stuff comes up, you either going to tell the truth or you're going to hold on to the lie. It's better just go and be clean about your history, because your history belongs to the public now once you decide when you go into office. Good
point.
Okay, so whatever you did in the dark will come out into the light.
But I think personally there's a window of forgiveness because it happened before you took the stand. You see that? I mean, just my opinion. But then once you're in, there's a new window. There's a new slate, right?
No.
And think about that. So
when he started talking about grabbing the JJ and doing this to women and being hot wired mic'd and talking trash, you didn't let nothing go.
Right. I mean, but he brought that with it.
So then your past comes right there with you. Don't get stopped, checked at the door, leave your ego. He brought all that along with him.
That's a great point.
He's untouchable. Anytime you think of your daughter as a certain level, not just your daughter, but somebody that you really, really, really admire. I'm trying to really keep it really, 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 really clean. And then the way that you treat your...
Listen, folks, is going down. El Michelle is getting it in tonight. For all my fellas in the building, what's good? The NFL draft is going down tonight.
And Dallas is number what? They way down the line. Oh,
Man,
I'm sorry.
you about to get us shut down up in here.
Hey, Dallas is at what level? Dallas is like
It don't
13,
matter.
14, 15 pick. What y'all gonna get?
So whatever
What y'all
number
need?
your team is on, it ain't gonna matter, because watch this. You can pick the top draft all you want to. It all boils down to the coaching staff. If you ask me, you can have the best player, but if you can't coach them, it's pointless. I'm just saying.
It is.
Big shout out to my
Dallas
Carolina
still-
Panthers, though. Listen, we're gonna
I'm sorry,
do
but
well.
Dallas fans, y'all got way down the line to pick.
So what about Pittsburgh? Where they at?
They probably down the line too.
Dang.
Redskins down the line.
So which team is your team?
Huh?
Which team your team? Which team you rooting for this year?
What?
You don't have a team.
I'm a Redskin fan, but I torture Dallas fans. I have to, because my uncle was.
Between you and Ty and them Redskins.
Hey. I'm just saying. Hey.
I feel sorry for your.
I mean, somebody that's a cheesehead, but I'm gonna let that be.
Go Green Bay. Listen. All right, so the NFL draft is going down. There has been some alleged rumors about some cheating going on in one of the draft picks.
Probably Dallas.
So hopefully they'll get that ironed out. But I do have a question though.
Okay.
Do you feel like an athlete's past should dictate how they're doing right now going forward? So we just talked about that with the presidency, but what about from an athlete standpoint? So there's an athlete that used some racial slurs, and he is a top draft pick, and it has been brought up that it may become an issue. So, and I'm talking some heavy racial slurs. Like, I'm not just talking about just some, whatever. It's like, some Jim Crow type stuff.
I think his agent should grab him by the neck now. And if he doesn't change, he out of there.
Okay, because he has since apologized. So
if he's apologized,
we are forgiving.
We are forgiven.
Okay,
but if your mouth still runs, you out of there.
All right, so he still deserves to get in and get a shot.
He didn't get in by his mouth.
That's good.
He got in by his skills and his talent. He just don't know how to control his mouth. That's probably
so we can coach the mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy glue, duct tape, Gorilla Glue. Every time you run your mouth, the deductions start coming out because they pay them. They pay as they play, but you run your mouth, you out of here. What y'all think?
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? Just like I think with all the football teams, it should be a certain. You drop the ball, $50,000. But they don't take it out. They don't actually. They put it to a side to a pool. They in a holding tank. You don't run a certain certain path. What y'all call it?
A route.
Yeah, your route. There you go.
Come on, man. I thought you was a sports fan. Man, get out of here with that, dude.
I am. I like the uniforms. Okay, but certain plays you don't run, you get deducted. Certain whatever blocking. Certain not protect the quarterback, deduction. What happens when you don't go to work? You don't go to work, your pay gets cut down, doesn't it? So it should be the same standards for that.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You drop the ball, but they don't know that it's being put to a holding side. They're not actually losing it. They see it not there, but actually they taking it away. You have to earn that back. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I mean, what do y'all think about that? If they drop $50,000. They don't block and protect the quarterback, another $50,000-$80,000.
I like that. That'll be a good rule, because watch this. That's called underperforming. So, but hold on.
No, I'm just saying. I'm agreeing. I mean,
no, I like it. But some of us on our jobs, we don't perform, but yet we still get a 40-hour-a-week paycheck.
But don't come to work and come late and say they don't deduct your hours and look at your pay go down.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
I'll buy that.
So why can't it be the same? Why can't it be the same way?
No, I agree. Folks, if you just now join us, El Michelle is live in the building. The phone line's open 803-692-6370. If you just want to call and say, hi, Michelle, how you doing?
Hey, y'all.
That'll be just fine. Hit us up. 803-692-6370. So hit us up. For those of you that are just now joining in from other countries, we thank each and every last one of you for spending time of your data and joining us. You could have been anywhere but you chose to be here with us. So thank you so much.
Why has it been raining? I need an ark. Y'all, it's It's been raining, what, 4 days here now?
What's going on, Mr. Paul? You know what? The rain has been coming down, and it's a lot. But you know what? We thankful for it.
I'm thankful for it.
Because what happens is, and I realize that when we get a certain amount of rain, it sets us up for the drought that's get ready to come. So be aware.
And there was a slight accident on Albemarle Road.
Okay. For those of you that are in the Charlotte area.
I don't know if Mr. and Mrs. Goose made it. If it was the Mr. or Mrs. Did not make it across the road when I saw.
You hit a goose?
No, somebody hit one and they picked it up across the road. So,
oh, my.
I don't know if it was the mother or the father.
Okay.
So there's a spouse without a goose.
Listen. All right. Condolences to the goose. All right. She tripping, but that's all right. Listen. Mother Goose done lost her hen. Oh, my.
But it did happen on that Marlboro Hill traffic. The man actually picked it up.
Okay.
Actually picked it up and moved it. The other one made it across the road, and he put it in the grass. So.
Are you serious?
Yeah, feathers were all over the place.
I don't know when to take you serious sometimes, because I don't know. That don't even sound right. Man, go on with that, dude. Listen.
But I don't know. It's been really. Last week's show really actually did something to me.
What's the recap?
She's actually been. She should be popping in. Know that she's gotten some help. A couple of callers that did call in. Awesome. I know she's connected with them.
Absolutely.
So thank y'all for calling. You know who you are. So. There's been just so much going on my end, but I definitely know I've been seeing her post up on Facebook and everything like that.
Okay.
Like I said, I helped out the mom in DC. Just it's just no matter, there wasn't a point of getting Nikki Pierce on my show or anything like that. It's just that's my hometown, and when you give back and you just help out of the kindness of your heart, I didn't want anything from it. I didn't want her to be on the show. But I wanted to make sure she talks to the right people. Mm-hmm. And that's all they need is to know that they are, that you care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And know that everything is going to be all right. Mm. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it just makes a difference when you actually help and there's no hidden agenda behind it. And I know that there are a lot of people, that called in and shame on y'all for harassing this young woman that was attacked. Shame on y'all for criticizing the mom. Shame on just the people that did not, just the mean comments that were coming out. It's just ridiculous how people would just take a bad situation and you don't have anything else to do but make a harassment call or a comment. You know what I'm saying?
Well, a lot of times when people don't understand situations, or if they're not faced with that situation, then they don't understand the effects of it. But one thing that we do know is that when we go through things, that we don't go through it for ourselves. So we have to paint the picture. Even though we go through it, we still have to paint the picture with a light on it. Mm-hmm. And when that light shines, it comes right back on those individuals. So we continue to pray for those that are suffering from a ignorant mindset, you know what I'm saying? Because ignorance is going to always show itself, but at the same time we have to continue to spread that positive light, that positive energy, to show people that this nasty world don't always have to be nasty. Somebody can come along and clean those things up. So I thank God for those who poured their hearts out, those who sent their prayers out, for those who continue to reach out to give resources. And there are resources for those who are victims of whatever you're going through.
Yes.
And one thing about inspiring is whenever it's something on the inside of you that is good and great, then that good and greatness come back out and it gives back to a community. And that's who we are. We are a community of God's people, and we continue to lean and help one another. So let's continue to do that. So this is great. This is great.
And then also it's something when also let y'all know too, I've been asked to talk a little bit more about bullying. So get ready. I want to get back and talking about bullying, and I'm going to take it to the next level on this, because it's now where everybody has been talking about people being like Travia said, Vision Avant said, you shouldn't even talk about the mission of word haters. Yeah, we know that they're out there, but we should stop giving them play, and we should stop giving them there's a spotlight. But what we need to start talking about is that when is that is you get too old, or how old is it that you stop sitting there talking about folks, but then you can't talk about folks in their face. So stay tuned about that one.
That's good.
That's gonna I'm gonna really get really deep into that. But I also want to share some information.
How's the book coming along? As a matter
I was
of fact?
getting ready to go there. Why you reading my mind? Man, ain't that my mind?
Okay.
Now I'm just saying. But no, the book is going good. Getting ready to we got a big conference come up in Labor Day weekend in Florida. So that is exciting.
Congrats.
Thank you. We got the first book actually, like I said, is coming out in August. We're being honored in Labor Day weekend in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The second book is actually coming out, and hopefully next week you will actually hear from some of the authors of the Survivor book, and then I'm also going to try to set it up where I can have some of the authors from my first book, from employee to entrepreneur to, and then my Survivor group, because I want people to understand one, that the survivors, and then the second book, the first book is actually, you got to realize when people talk about business, they're up here. They're way up here. You never heard about how they went to find the land. They went to go see if it was perked. They first had to go see who owns the land. Then they had to find the builder. They make sure, and then find the type of house. You never hear about those struggles, talking about how your family doesn't support you, how much sacrifice that it takes to have the jump out there and leave your employee. When is the right time to leave? Why should you leave? You know what I'm saying? Follow your dream and your passion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people jump and then they jump too fast. And it's important for you to tell your story. Not enough of us tell our story.
Wow. One of the great things about having a mindset to want to go forth and to fulfill a vision that God has given you is, number one, you got to have the faith to believe that it can happen without seeing it. That's the first thing.
Yes.
And then the second thing is that, you know what, is gonna have to go out and say, you know what, and I was having a conversation with a young lady. I said, if there was something that you are willing to do it for free and someone paid you for it, what would you be doing? And
how long did it take?
It didn't take long. She said, you know what, I love children, so I would probably do either daycare or some type of child care. And I love children so much that I would babysit for free. So my point to her was either get somewhere, get involved in either daycare, a group home, or somewhere that's involved with children. And then at some point, learn those ropes, develop a system, make your notes, and then come back and maybe start a small child care either out of your home or a little small office or whatever, and then maybe do one or two and then eventually grow. But all I'm saying is make the first step, get out, do some volunteer, learn the system of what your passion is, and then go forth with the vision. Right. So that's how you do it.
And then also too, find, like you said, you place yourself where you want to be at.
Absolutely.
Also, great mentors. Anybody, like I say, anybody that's wanting to start writing a book or anything like that, inbox me. Definitely can show you how to get connected with a good system and write a book within 30 days. The first book I'm collaborating with is with 22 women, and the first book's 22 women. The second book is actually I think it's 7 of us. I think we actually one more, but 7 sign of completion, and you need to know that your being a survivor is complete. So collaboration, people don't understand how important collaboration is. One, if you never wrote a book, like I've never, but I got my personal book started, but now it opens a doorway. So now I have like I said, a few speaking engagements that are coming up.
Congrats.
Actually just did another project. I had a nice photo shoot for something that's coming up soon. I'll let y'all know in a little bit.
You better do it.
I'm just saying, God
are you camera friendly?
You see my selfies?
No.
Okay. Well, yes. You be practicing with them selfies. But no, I actually had a good time. It was 6, 7 of us.
Nice.
And just actually had a good time. And like I tell you, when God opens up doors, y'all run. I had to stop because I was running to the back door. I'm enjoying it. It's overwhelming, but I asked for it. So what you ask God for, y'all better be ready for it. And when He opens the doors, I'm telling you, the doors will open up. But if anybody wants to know about being an authorpreneur, that's what we call it, an authorpreneur.
Authorpreneur.
You know, it's just another avenue of thinking outside the box for your business. It's not stopping your business. It's enhancing the business, because some people just want to know. Your voice needs to be heard. People want to know, how did you get to where you are now? Definitely my journey. I've been in different businesses since '89.
Come on.
But with my starting is when I was like 8 or 9, my dad had his own mobile detailing business.
Okay.
And I watched him do that. You know, I mean, if y'all remember the old Mercedes, the little pea colored, green colored Mercedes, we was at one of his, he had a location off of 202 in D.C., Maryland area. And this little old lady said, "Sonny boy, I don't need my car detailed. I just need a vacuum." Gave my dad $100.
Wow.
And he handed it to me. And I said, "What's this, Daddy?" He said, This is what I do."
So he showed you the fruit.
To show me the fruit. And
That's
I started buying candy, selling candy, lemonade stand.
Come on. My grandma was the first actually her mama was the first entrepreneur in our neighborhood. She used to have, and I remember she used to go to the grocery store and buy these 24 thing cases of sodas, and then she would get these big, I mean, like huge jars of bubble gum or whatever, and she would sell the bubble gum for like 5 cents. And then, believe it or not, this is crazy, but she would sell the little cookies, they look like vanilla with holes in them.
The wafers?
Butter cookies. You don't know about them. But
how do you tell me
she would buy those, and she would sell you 3 of those for 10 cents.
See what I'm saying?
She was hustling, yo. Like, that was, but you know what? She made good money, and watch what she did. She took that money and invested it right back into the neighborhood.
There you go.
Great grandma was off the chain.
My cousin's grandparents had a grocery store. The Joneses had a store. My grandfather was one of the first mechanics to have a shop with electricity and stuff. So entrepreneurship has always been around. I just never tapped into it, and to see, you know, the possibilities. I was around it, but I wasn't around it.
Wow.
Wasn't around it. So now it's just a matter of getting connected with the right people that's in the same. That's just almost saying, like, for me, I'm going to do, say, makeup. So, but I'm gonna hang around. Nothing wrong with this, but I'm gonna hang around plumbers. Well, what did I get from that?
Learn how to plumb.
Exactly, but I'm not in where my field is.
Be where your field is. I like that.
Be where your surroundings are going to be at.
And even if you're really thinking about starting, you may do it for part-time. So get you a part-time job, learn that system, and then eventually take that
volunteer.
Into your next place.
There's always access TV stations and stuff around. Volunteer at the radio stations. I mean, the internet stations, if they have room, or if they would do it, because that's where you find it. Where you and then always follow your gifts. Follow your gifts and your talents and work on it. But first of all, believe in yourself, love yourself, and understand who you are. You cannot go over here and not have yourself together and work on yourself. I mean, like I said, I have a wonderful life transformation coach, Tina C. Hines. My mentors, Trevor Vision of Vaughn, Martha Cooper Hudson, that was on my show. I mean, Mr. Entertainment. I mean, I'm learning from so many people. You know, Will Murray, Lynn L. Boogie. I mean, Tracy Morgan, Winston Cheney, Monica Bosco. I mean, it's so many great people that have been a major influence in my life. Now I don't have no problems walking into it.
No doubt.
I mean,
that's good.
It's a lot of things I'm still learning. I'm still learning some things from Mr. Entertainment. If you just tell me.
Listen.
I'm just saying, but I'm still learning a lot. So, you know, just follow your passion, follow your heart, and follow the right people. follow the right people and stuff. But let me just give you the titles of my books real quick. The first one is From Employee to Entrepreneurship, The Journey to Empowerment. And the other one is I'm a Survivor. And I'll post up the links. And even if y'all don't, just if you don't want the book, still purchase it, because it could be a gift for somebody else. You never know, because I want everybody to know, one, don't be afraid to be an entrepreneur, to step out on faith, and two, your voice is no longer going to be silent. Don't be a survivor. Be a survivor. Don't be a victim and a hostage of what you went through, whether it's domestic violence, suicide attempts, bullying, all that. You are, if you're still here and you can hear my voice, you are a survivor. So I'll see y'all next week. Same station, same channel, same internet station, everything. 7 o'clock. Love y'all. Most of all, love. But most of all, love yourself. Thank you for tuning in to the El Michelle Show. Talk to y'all later. Peace. And share.
Gospel music 24/7.